Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a healthier version of this. Everybody in America grew up eating top ramen at some point or another. So as an adult who's gone vegan, I don't want to eat the stuff that has this many chemicals in it or 7 grams of fat, and there's 2 servings in here. 14 grams of fat, tons of chemicals, and I'm still going to be hungry. I think I'm going to go with something else. So, rice noodles. Much better, considering they have one ingredient. Rice noodles, made from rice, and 0 fat. No chemicals, no fat. I can add what I want to it. I'm going to show you guys how. One thing that I want to add too is these are the same serving size. 2 servings, 2 servings. Twice as much, half the amount. No chemicals, tons of chemicals. No fat, more fat than I want. I think that it's pretty easy to see that this has no place here. Okay, so while the noodles are cooking, I'm going to show you guys how to put the jars together. So the ingredients are going to vary depending on what you like. Whatever you want to put in is fine. But I'm going to go with some bok choy, some green onion, some snow peas, some shredded carrots, and frozen peas and corn. I was going to do bean sprouts. They didn't have any. If you don't like any of these, obviously don't put them in. If there's other things that you'd rather, put them in. I don't care. I'm not eating what you make. So, do what makes you happy. For the sauce, I'm going to do some soy sauce, sriracha sauce, a little bit of miso, and the Better Than Bouillon paste. Now, in order to make this properly to take with you, you're going to put all of this in the jars, and then when you get where you're going, you're going to add the hot water. So, if you don't have a paste like this, you can try to find it, order it on Amazon. I assume if you're watching this video, you have the internet. So there's that route. Or you could try to find like a vegan bouillon cube. But using vegetable broth won't really work because the ingredients aren't meant to be sitting waiting for you in liquid. It's kind of a thing that you can put these in the fridge and have it for a couple days where you can just grab them and go and add hot water when you get where you're at. So if you don't have that, improvise. If you want to try it with veggie broth, go ahead. It's your choice. You're going to be eating it. So let's put these together. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do one, and then the rest is on you. I'm going to start by adding the veggie paste first. Now, depending on how much flavor you want, how little flavor, it's how much veggie paste you're going to use. So I'm going to do... This is like a big tablespoon, so like that much. I don't know. I'm not measuring it. You can if you want, but I'm not. So just a big old glob of veggie paste in there. And depending on if you want it spicy or not, the sriracha sauce or chili flakes or whatever spicy sauce you want. However much you want. However little you want. Soy sauce. If you're worried about the sodium, you can go with a reduced sodium. I'm not necessarily worried about it, but I think there's enough salt in the things that we eat that if you can do reduced sodium here and there, it's probably a good idea. And then as far as the miso goes, if you don't have miso, if you can't find miso, it's not really that important, but I don't know. I hear it's good for you. So, I like to eat it every now and then. So, just a little bit. Again, I'm not measuring it. Sorry. A little bit of miso. So, those are all going to be in the bottom. And then I'm just going to put all of the veggies kind of on top. And as you can probably guess, I'm not measuring it. So, I don't know how much to tell you. But just all needs to fit in there. Which it might not. I don't know. Cross your fingers that it does. Just put in whatever little bits here and there, as much or as little as you want. But keep in mind, this is not going to be a high calorie meal. It's not really, I don't know, it's kind of something to tie you over, or if you have other things to eat with it, because plants are not calorically dense. Some are, these are not. And then the rice noodles are not very high in calories either. So try to get as much as you can in here. If you can, pack it down a little, because the more veggies you have, the more calories it's going to be. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra peas and corn. Peas are awesome. Corn is awesome. And I have a lot more of these than the other stuff. So do what you want. I'm going to do all 4 of these, and then we'll add the noodles and we'll be done. So now that they're all done, everything's in there and the rice noodles are finished, and I've rinsed them with cold water to stop the cooking and to cool them off, because we're just going to put these in here and put them in the fridge. We don't necessarily want them hot and cooking all of our raw ingredients just yet. We'll do that when we add the hot water. So just kind of disperse them evenly in between all 4 containers, and that's it. You have your own much healthier ramen noodles, rice noodles, and you get a lot more nutrients from this. You're going to feel better. You're not going to feel like crap after you eat it. I swear, the longer that I've been vegan, all the things that I used to think were junk food and fun to eat, when it was kind of just like I want a junk food night, or I don't know, something crappy and nostalgic sounds good from my childhood, it just doesn't sound as good. The last time I had the ramen noodles, I don't know, I just felt really gross after eating it. So finding new alternatives that are healthier and just as satisfying, it's kind of fun. So this whole thing costs about $6. That being said, I already had the veggie paste and the soy sauce, the miso, and all of that. So if you don't already have those, it might be a little bit more. But that comes out to about $1.50 a container. And I'm having a hard time getting all this in here, so I'm just going to pack it in, which isn't going to leave a whole lot of room for broth, but that's okay, because I'd rather just have a lot more dense of a soup that has better ingredients. They're going to keep me full longer. Broth is not going to keep you full very long. So just as long as you can get enough in there to kind of heat it all up, then you're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if me breaking it down in a cost would be helpful for you guys when I do stuff sometimes, let me know. I'm more than happy to do that. A lot of the stuff that I make is not very expensive. I mean, when you figure like $1.50, we'll say $2 if you have to get some of that other stuff. And if you're kind of breaking it down, like the soy sauce, I didn't use that much. So I don't really count that as a big cost. It might be a little bit up front, but then you're going to have it and you're going to be able to use it for so many things. You can use the veggie paste for so many things, and it's in a lot of my recipes. So, I mean, really, if you're just going to get the produce and the noodles, and you can do whatever you want. You could do zucchini and bean sprouts with frozen peas and corn. You can just do bean sprouts and bok choy, whatever you want. You can do frozen peas and corn and call it good. So about $1.50 per jar, that's pretty cheap. And I don't know, if you can find food cheaper that has this many awesome ingredients in it, then awesome. But this is just homemade goodness, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So let me know what you think if you make the recipe. Like and subscribe if you're into these kind of videos. Share it with a friend, and stay healthy.